everybody, this is Hot Wheels Collector 08. If this is your first time, welcome. But if it's your second time or your 50th time, then welcome back to the channel. And today we have a huge haul to take care of today. Now today is officially my birthday, and I want to do a special long birthday haul just for you guys to see. And I would like to wish myself a happy birthday, of course. Anyways, let's just take a look at all the cars, what's in front of us, before we take a look at the ones up all the way in the package. Now, before I take a look at these cars that are in the baggies, with like these, we're going to be taking a look at Power Pipes, which this version being called Pasta Pipes, because it has all these pastas all over it. Now, the reason why I got this version of Power Pipes because I thought it looks so funny that they named this Pasta Pipes instead of its normal name being Power Pipes, and also so that way I can have a Power Pipes that's in much better condition than my older chrome one that I had, since I got that one at a flea market too, and it was completely beat up. But this is in near perfect condition, and love these 3-spoke rims, these 3 spokes, these giant pipes on the sides, the overall shape. Like, I'm not really the biggest fan of Power Pipes, but this one is an exception. Now we're going to take a look at the cars that are in the baggies. Now, just to warn you, 3 of them are re-releases, while 3 of them are first editions. So we're going to take a look at the re-releases first. First one, we have this twin mill. Let me see if I can open this. Yeah, this one is the old metal body, metal base version that, well, is common. That's common back in the day, but in 2021 they retooled this to have a plastic base instead, which sucks. But this version here is really cool. I picked this one up mainly because it's from Hot Wheels Let's Race, so I gotta add this to the collection. And speaking of Let's Race, there's a Let's Race item over there, but we'll talk about that later. But geez, this is shiny. Love the gorgeous green they put out for this one. Now next up we have a Invader. Invader. This is one of the coolest castings I've ever seen. Its retool version looks like butt. It looks like crap. But this is a masterpiece. I mean, I believe this is a retool, or no, I think it's the original tooling from its first release. I don't know if this is a first edition or not. I gotta go onto a Hot Wheels wiki so I can check if this is a first edition or not. In the last of the recolors, we have the Split Image 2, and oh my god, this is awesome. Like, this is basically perfect for a loose car. Like, the gold rim, like the gold chrome is intact, all of the details are still there, decos. Like, the 5 spokes really does this car justice. I believe this is my first ever Split Image 2 to actually have 5 spokes. Not Y5s, not 10 spokes, not even 3 spokes. No, this is the first ever 5-spoke version of the Split Image 2 I ever had. Now we're going to take a look at the first editions, starting with 1998's Chrysler Thunderbolts. Now, honestly, this car really reminds me of the silencers, mainly because of the silver color scheme and the purple windows. I think that this might be where they got the inspiration for the color scheme of the silencers from Acceleracers. I'm not really sure. But this car is also featured in Highway 35. I forgot to point that out with the twin mill earlier, but that's okay. And next up we have another first edition, one of my favorite tuners from the 2000s. It is Showstopper. This car was sadly discontinued in about 2009 or 2012, I don't know, along with many other castings that were retired in 2012, including Split Image 2. But I grabbed this because not only it was featured in Hot Wheels Velocity X, but it was also featured in the Hot Wheels World Race video game. And since this car is from the video games, I want to pick this one up. And that's why, and I chose this color variation because, well, it's the first edition. It's iconic. And the very last one, we have the first edition of Maelstrom. Or Maelstrom? Maelstrom? I'm just going to call it Maelstrom. It's one of its first ever releases from back in 2001. I mean, this metallic blue, like this dark blue, the flame, these white ghostly flames, the red lining on the side, the 3 spokes. All the additional details are there and present on this casting. Like, do I love this specific car? Now, this is a beauty, honestly. I mean, this is the king of 2000 Hot Wheels cars. Okay, now we've taken care of the cars that are loose. Let's take a look at the cars that are actually in their packages, starting with the ones up in the front, and we'll work our way to the back. So the first one we have is this 2010 release of Diora 2. Or not, because it is actually a 2009 release. The reason how you can tell this is from 2009, mainly because because of the copyright date, 2008 Mattel Inc. That means they copyrighted this car or the packaging the year before this car's release. Now, this is not the first ever version of the Diora 2, but boy, I picked this one up for a good reason. Like, look at this. It has beautiful artwork, beautiful color, very, very awesome. And plus, is one of the very last Diora 2s to ever have removable surfboards. Before these were molded onto the body sometime in around the early 2010s, starting with a color changes variant. Now, let me open this and show you. And here it is. This is the Diora 2 old model in its truest form. Wait, does this have a scratch? Is this a scratch? Oh my, I think it's paint blemish. Oh well. But anyways, the surfboards look sick. Let me take one of these out. I gotta warn you, they are really hard to come out. Ugh, never mind. Fine, I'm not gonna attempt it anyway. Jeez, these OH5 tires work really well on this casting. It's perfect, and the chrome is cool. Well, I mean, this is basically an awesome casting. And next up, we have 24/7. Now, an interesting story with this, along with 3 other cars I got. I found this at an antique shop in downtown Pawpaw during the Wine Harvest Festival. And I already opened this earlier this morning, so the package is a little beat. And I picked this one up because it was in the team called Street Breed, and it's one of the very last cars I was looking for to complete the Street Breed collection. And boy, do I like 24/7. This one is the International Friendship Day version, which I'm not really the biggest fan of this, all these pastel colors on a tuner car, but it has been iconic since its debut in 2003. And moving on, we have a gold edition. And yes, this is the 2022 gold edition of Roger Dodger. Now, just to let you know, there's another Roger Dodger back there. And the packaging is simple. But if you look at the back, there's the blueprints of the car. Up, down, left, right, you name it. Yeah, there we go. Now this is a Roger Dodger. Now this is not the first time I've ever gotten a actual gold edition. The first ever one I got as a gold edition is the GT Hunter I found in a mire. But geez, this is a really nice matte finish on the car. Like the gold on the engine, the side pipes, the rims. And they actually done this very flat gold on here, which I really like. Which really gives this a lot more of this muscle car-like feel. Just like the Plymouth Roadrunner. And next up we have a car that's actually from another television series. That's called Max Steel, and it is Max's car, the MX-48 Turbo. Now, the packages from 2000 to 2003 are exactly the same, so there's nothing... Oh wait, this is from 2000, I just realized. I mean, the packages from 2000 just looks the same as the 1999 and 1998 versions of this box. Oh no, dude. Yeah. Now this is a pretty sight. Like these PR5 wheels really gives this car more of a hero car like look. I mean, this came out in several different colors over the years. Before, I believe it was retired in about the mid 2010s or something, or late 2020, or I don't know when this car was discontinued. But Max Steel is no longer relevant nowadays. But at least we got this car. It has a metal body, metal base. Jeez, this is a heavy, heavy casting. And next up we have a car that some of you might end up recognizing from the movie Cars. That's right, this is the Hudson Hornet. Now, one thing to note, I actually saw a real Hudson Hornet. Let me put a picture of it right here. And yeah, that was the real Doc Hudson. Now, this casting, I believe, is still around today. I don't know. I mean, last time I ever saw this on the pegs was, I believe I think about 2014, 2021. I'm not sure. But the problem with this casting is that it is so skinny. It is skinny as a stick bug. I mean, look how skinny it really is. Wow. It is skinny, yet so detailed for being a $1 car of 2018 or 2019. This was part of the Rod Squad series, by the way. I didn't mention that. But boy, does it look really cool to have a Hudson Hornet in my collection. And next up we have a car that most anime fans will recognize. The Toyota AE86 Sprinter Truno. Torino? I don't know. Well, the box is damaged, so I don't care about preserving this one. Come on. Yeah. Screw this packaging. It's terrible. And here is the Truno. I mean, I already have a version of this, but it's a more premium version. This one here is in the main line. And yeah, I believe this is a 2022 release. I'm not sure. Like, I love the detail that they put in the bag, like the tail lights, right, and the logos, lettering. They did a really good job at this car. And the last one up in the front we have is a Ford T-Bird convertible. This is a 1963 model, and according to this package, it says it was released in about 2004 and 3, or that means it was actually released in 2004. So this is the 2004 version, years before it was discontinued. I mean, I'm pretty glad to have this one though. Kind of reminds me of the Chrysler Turbine. That I don't think it's a Chrysler. No, it reminds me of the Cadillac that I reviewed several months ago. I mean, if you don't remember that, check it out. Now, link is in the description below. I mean, 2004 was a awful year for Mattel, but they put out great color variants of a lot of cars, and they put out pretty cool cars at that time as well, like the Cruises, and that's it. Man, this is a hefty car. metal body, metal base, all this glittery gold, the 3 spokes. You cannot go with you cannot go wrong with the 3 spokes. Like, trust me, it is a awesome wheel. I wish they kept this in the main line to this day. Now, the last cars we're going to take a look at are all the way in the back. So we're going to start from here to here. Now, firstly, we're going to take a look at the Dragon Blaster. Now, this is a 2024 release, as its older version is now pretty hard to find. I mean, well, I don't really care. I mean, this is from the Hot Wheels Let's Race series. I picked this one up because it was, well, of course, from Hot Wheels Let's Race. Yep, here's Dragon Blaster. Plastic body, metal base. Yeah, this is a crazy looking casting. I mean, unfortunately, the wings do not move, obviously, but it is still a okay looking casting, but I just snagged it in the sake of the collection. And the next one, we have the Cadillac 16. This is actually based on a concept car Cadillac made back in the early 2000s called the Cadillac 16, which means it is a Cadillac that has a V16 engine, which means there are 16 pistons powering this beast. This car, once again, is from... Actually, this one's from 2006, not from 2004. I couldn't tell... Sorry about that. Anyways, the last car in this row, we have the Panoz GTR1. Now, you may notice that this car is in a very yellowed package. I think that's actually sun damage, and due to sun damage, the glue might loosen, hopefully. I don't know. Let me try to... Yeah, I think it did. Oh, no. It's just pulling the pack. It's just pulling the card off. There we go. Here it is. The Panoz GTR1. I love it when I say Panoz like that. Check out this green. Jeez, what green did they use back in the day? This looks absolutely perfect. Like, it has a smooth, slim design. Like, the spoiler looks nice. Like, the details accurate and awesome. Man, that's a sweet looking car. Now we're gonna move on to that row, but I gotta warn you, just like this 24/7, these 3 also came from a antique shop in downtown Pawpaw. So first off, we have Matt and Debbie Hayes 1988 Ford Street Thunderbird, which is using a Ford Thunderbird model from 1988. This was before they got the, newer generation of the Ford Thunderbirds that ended up being discontinued in around 2001 or so. Man, this pink. This is a really nice color, but one thing I do want to complain though, it is so light. Like, let me compare it to this Thunderbird. This one's heavy, this one is light. This is a comparison between both Thunderbirds from 2 different time periods. This is from the late 90s to mid 2000s. Then we got this that came from the early 2020s. Like, time really does change for the worse. So anyways, the next one we have is this Roger Dodger from the Hot Wheels Celebration series in 2022. I mean, I have nothing else to say about it. Like, it is another Roger Dodger, just like this gold edition. But the red they used on this plastic is actually not that bad. I don't know what to say about it, but... Oh, come on! Ugh, forget it. Right, here is the Leap Year Roger Dodger. Or I'm just gonna call it the Leaper Roger. I don't know. This one has the number 29 on it, which signifies the leap year day of February 29th, 2024, actually. It says 24 on here. Take a closer look. And the 5 spokes, once again, works perfectly on this casting. And the last one from the middle is the Nissan Skyline GTR R32 Godzilla Edition. Now this car was, I believe it was scalped to death back in 2024, but now this is 2025 and we're moving into 2026. This casting is no longer, well, relevant in this color scheme. Yeah, here is the R32 Skyline. Like, geez, do I love the graphics. And the tires that they use as well. The PR5s really works on this car. Gives it more of this tuner, the 2000s tuner look. I mean, we already have sheer tuner or showstopper, but this takes it up a notch. But the only thing I'm a bit disappointed about is, of course, the lack of details on the front here. I mean, the rear got details. Why not the front? And we have 5 more cars to go. And we're going to move on to the 2 rather funny looking vehicles. That being the No Matter What. The No Matter What has been one of the most forgotten castings in Hot Wheels history. Like, the only time this ever appeared in any form of video game or any form of media is, of course, the Hot Wheels World Race video game, and that's it. This car replaced Lonnie's 1955 Chevrolet Nomad. Oh, come on! Never mind. I'm not gonna preserve. Once again, sorry about the cut. Now, here's the No Matter What. Now, what I'm confused about is, where the hell is this rear window? Like, in the game and on the actual photos of this casting, it had a rear window in the back. So, where did it go? Like, besides that, the details are really good and all. Like, the PR5s fit on this casting better than this 5-spoke version, which, you know what, I'm not going to open this 5-spoke version, so I'm going to keep this package for now. And anyways, we're going to move on to the final row, as we're going to go down to up. We have one of the cruise cars, that being the Fast Fuse. Now, when I first saw this in a Race Grooves video, I wanted to get it, and I was lucky enough to snag this. Like, man, it looks futuristic, it looks powerful, it looks slow, smooth, aerodynamic. Like, this could have been a perfect car for Hot Wheels tracks if they did not add these fins in the back. Like, these could easily interfere with the walls of the track. Now, I'll do full in-depth reviews on these, but maybe not now. Anyway, the second to last, we have a 2022 GT Scorcher. Now, fun fact, this is my second, well, actually, this was my first ever copy of a GT Scorcher at all. I mean, the casting was first released in 2021, but this version is more famous. And yeah, in case you don't remember, I used this specific color scheme in the accident video that I made years ago, but now the old one's lost to time, so I decided to get myself a new one. Plus the packaging is damaged, so I don't care about keeping it in the package. And the last one we have is Super Tsunami, with these silver chrome PR5s, gold paint job, gray rear spoiler. Oh, come on! Anyways. Oh, come on, dude! This car reminds me of a Supra. Like, look at the rear. Don't tell me it's is not a Supra. Don't tell me it's not a Supra. It really is basically a full-on Toyota Supra in disguise. I mean, I think there was a rumor that this was made out of a Supra, and they just called it Super Tsunami. I don't know. I mean, this is a really neat-looking casting, and I'm pretty glad to own it. And that is it for the entire Hot Wheels Flea Market Finds video. Now, if you'd like to see content like this, like and subscribe. And if you don't, that's not really a big deal. I don't care if you subscribe or not, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it gets a couple views. And maybe someday I'll use a track set to test all these cars out. So, anyway, this is Hot Wheels Collector 08, signing out. Peace!